So copy and paste is basically, I remember doing this a lot when we were in person and had the iPads, because this also is a little bit funky. I mean, it can be a little, it's hard to sort of, it can be a little difficult to navigate on a phone. I want to show you first just how to do it on a computer. So copy and paste is a way of, I was going to say copying and pasting, but taking text, or we're going to use text for right now. You can do this with photos and stuff as well, but I just want to start out with text. Is a way of making a copy of it and then pasting it somewhere else. So putting it in, say, an email or a text message or something without having to type the whole thing out, right? Okay, so we're going to go to the About Smart. Right now, I am on what you're seeing right now is my laptop, which is a Mac. So I'm going to show you that first. All right. So I'm just going to go down to, our beginning. So what you do is you'll see this highlighting. You're going to click down, and then while you're clicking down, you're going to drag with your other finger over this paragraph. The other way that you can do it, you're going to select it, right? So you can do it by dragging over it like that, or you can click it. If you click once, if you click twice, you'll get a single word. If you click 3 times, you should get a block of text, right? That just click kind of fast, right? So now that we have our text highlighted, what I'm going to do on here is hit Command C, C for copy. So on Mac computers, you have a key that's called Command. So you hit Command C, and you can do either Command C like I do, or you can hit them both at the same time. It'll be the same effect, right? So once you've done that, that means that text is then copied and you can paste it somewhere else. All right. And let's say I want to send this particular paragraph about SMART to someone else. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to do Command V. So V for as in Victor, that's how we paste. All right. It's not P, it's V. So I just did it. So if you do Command V, then you'll have the text in there. Okay, so this is for a Mac. It's Command C, Command V. All right. If you're on a PC, very, very similar. It's going to be Control C to copy and Control V to paste. And you can do this with big blocks of text. It's just really helpful if you want, again, we're looking at text right now. We can talk about pictures and other things at another time. But if you want a big old chunk of text from somewhere that you need to send someone or save, this is a really, really straightforward way of doing it. It does take a little bit of practice. I think that copy and paste is actually easier on a computer, like a laptop or a desktop computer, than it is on the phone. It's a little tricky on the phone, and we're going to look at that now. I'm going to try and walk you through it on the phone. I do think it's a little motion that you kind of have to get used to. All right, so we're going to practice copy and paste on our phone. And like Les says, yes, but it's awkward. It is a little more awkward than on a laptop or desktop. So we're going to go to the exact same place that I just went to before. So About Smart. Okay. And I'm going to show you this the best I can, because it's a little bit of a motion while also showing you what it looks like on the screen. So what I'm going to do, I've got that block of text again, like you see here. So we're going for this whole block of text. This. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what you call long click. And you know how when you click on a link or something, you just sort of tap it? Long click is like kind of like 1, 2, right? So you sort of count 1, 2 when you click, as opposed to it just being like, ooh, all right? So you're going to hold down for a second. I just did it, and that's what made that one word come up. So you're going to hold it down and go 1, 2, all right? And that should give you, and then, hold it down and for that, and then you pull your finger up and you'll see that you have a word that's highlighted. Okay, so practice that. That's the first thing to practice, is that step of a long hold, which is a good thing to know how to do. Anyway, it's a different kind of, it highlights instead of just clicking on something. So 1, 2. And if it doesn't work the first time, just keep trying. Again, it's a little awkward. And what you're going to see now is you have these two little handles, right? That's what these things are right here. You got two of them. And what you're going to do in order to highlight this whole paragraph is you're going to take one of the handles. I'm going to start with this one on the right and drag it to the end of the paragraph. Okay. You see what I'm doing right there? So I dragged that all the way down there and then I brought it back up because I went a little too far. And then once you've done that first one, you're going to do the second one. Okay. So now I have the entire paragraph. That's a little bit of an awkward move there too. Okay, so I dragged those each of those little cursor things to where I wanted this to be. All right, and you'll see that while I'm doing this, this menu pops up up here that says copy, share, select all, web search. All right, we're gonna look at copy for right now. I'm gonna say copy, and when you hit copy, it's gonna look like, oh, I hit that, and then everything I selected just got unselected. Do not panic. What happened is that copied to your clipboard on your phone. So it's not that you did all that and then it just completely went away. That is now copied, and I will show you that that is the case. So we're going to go to our Gmail as if we're going to email this to someone. I'm going to compose a new email. And what you're going to do, I'm going to show you one sort of interesting thing here. So I just said, compose a new email. If you look, this is a little trick right here. If you look right here in your Gmail, I think it does this on other apps too, but Gmail definitely does. You'll see this little thing that looks like a clipboard that has the beginning of just the first couple words of what I just copied, right? So that is an easy way to paste. You can just click on that and it'll paste what I just did, all right? Let me show you that. Boop. There you go. So then you have that in there. All right, the other thing that you can do though is compose, and then you're gonna long click here. So again, do that click that's like 1, 2. Let me show you that from here. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna long click. So 1, 2, see that? All right, once I do that, my little menu is gonna pop up and I'm gonna say paste. If you don't want it to be formatted, so you don't want it to be like have, you know, a different font or a bold or whatever, you can say paste as plain text. But for right now, we're just going to say paste. All right, and you'll see there it is. So that's a way to sort of transfer text from one location to another without retyping the whole thing. I'm going to go through the whole thing again. So here's my phone. I'm going to pull up Smart. So you see Smart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click and hold. All right. And again, if it doesn't work the first time, there you go. All right. So I did that long hold. So click and hold 1, 2. And then what I'm going to do is take these little feet. I'm going to take this one and drag it down to where I want it to go. I'm going to take this one and drag it up to where I want that to go. All right. And then I'm going to hit copy. And once again, it's going to look like it just unselected everything and everything we did was for naught, but it's not true. Whatever app you go to, you could go to your text messages and write a new text to someone. And you'll see here again, you have the little text right here that you can just click on and it'll paste. Or you can do the long hold, long press, I guess, and hit paste. All right, so that'll put all of our text into the text messaging app. You can do that with whatever app you want to use to share. You could do this on a Facebook post. Anything that where you can put text, you can do that copy and paste. Okay, don't feel overwhelmed if this feels difficult for you. These are strange little motions that your hands don't do otherwise. You know what I mean? It's like they're kind of complex, and it's taken me a long time to it's taken me a really long time to figure out how to do copy and paste on the phone in a way that doesn't feel really funky. So don't judge yourself if you don't get it the first time. It takes a little practice.